Okay, so I was thinking about, I decided to make a video about how I make my YouTube short videos. It's actually pretty cool. So I have another video on how I created this prompt guidelines. And so if you haven't seen that one, you could watch that one to see how I created this in Grok. So here in Grok, all I do is I kind of give it the gist of what I wanted to create. So I'll type in some stuff, like kind of an idea that I want to do. Okay, so I went ahead and wrote this real quick. If I could spell. Anyways, so this is what I write. I just have an idea and I put it in here. A 1950 bar. Waitress comes up to a man in the bar and asks enthusiastically, "Have you seen SpeedyFoxAI?" The man responds, "Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen better." The waitress becomes angry and says, "SpeedyFoxAI is the best ever made!" Exclamation point. She hits him on the head and storms off, leaving him looking confused. There are other people in the bar that look at what's going on. And normal sounds from a bar night. So basically, I try and put in as much detail as I can from my idea. And then this is like the first go. So I'll do several iterations, like based on what the video looks like. Sometimes I've actually had failures where it's just I just can't get it to to do the way I want. But in this case, so I put it in the prompt builder that I created in Grok in the other video, and then it kicks out a format that I would use in Comfy UI, including the negative prompt. So all I do is just copy this. I put that in my positive prompt, and then I come back and I grab the negative prompt and I go to edit here, and then I come to here and put that in, and then I'll click here to go back. So that's pretty much, I mean, that's all there is. This is just the standard LTX-2 prompt, right? So I haven't really I did change a couple things, so I'll just show you the things I changed. So I did the frame count to 500 because that's about 20 seconds, like 21 seconds. And in order for a YouTube short to be a short, you just have to upload it as a square or the vertically, right? So so I put 500, 1088, and 1088. And the reason I did an 8 is because this little statement right here. So basically I saw this 720, you could do 1920 by 1088. So since rather than trying to understand all of this, I just did it 1088 by 1088. So that just gets me there. So I am going to pause it while it renders, but I just wanted to point out, you know, all the steps so that's really pretty much all I do. So if I have an idea, I just type it in there, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So then I just click run. So now it's finishing up. So that took about 6 minutes. So I just paused it while it did that. So this is what it came up with on the first try.
Have you seen SpeedyFoxAI?
Yeah, I have seen it. I have seen better.
SpeedyFoxAI is the best ever made.
So actually I like that one.
Have you seen SpeedyFoxAI?
But so I like that one, but let's just say, so I'll save it. It doesn't let you see my directory, but I save them all in a similar spot for YouTube Shorts. So I save it and then I close it. And let's say I didn't care for a part. Let's say I want to have her hit him multiple times, right? So I'll say update, have her so sometimes if I don't say update, it'll forget what we're doing here. So I have to say that. So I basically, any modifications that I want to make to the clip, I just tell it to update it. If I want to change the environment, if I want to whatever, you know, like anything that I don't like, I just edit it. And see, what's really nice is because of the way I made this project in Grok, it formats everything properly according to the specifications. So I'm going to grab this and copy it, and then come back, take that out, put that in, and then I'm going to run it again. And so if you notice, I didn't even read it, right? I just kind of just pop it in there. Usually I'll be doing this while I'm doing something else, so I'll be multitasking. And so I'll make some of these, and it's really pretty simple, you know. And like I said, this is the standard, you know, here, I'll show you. This is the standard workflow template, right? So it's text to video. So it's this template right here, LTX-2 text to video. So I'm gonna pause it so that y'all don't have to wait another 5 minutes for it to complete. All right, so now it's finishing up. One thing I wanted to point out too was, oh, sorry, here we go. So this is just the update that I did.
Have you seen SpeedyFoxAI?
Yeah, I have seen it.
Smoke
I
came out
have
of his mouth
seen
when he
better.
wasn't smoking.
SpeedyFoxAI is the best ever made!
I like the music too. All right, so I'm going to make another modification to it. I'm going to change the guy to a young guy, just to show you how I do it, right? So update. Make the man in his 20s. And see, it takes it again and it runs it through my guidelines and everything. And again, there's another video that I put out that says the perfect prompt. That's the video where I go through setting this up, and then actually on my website you can download exactly what I'm using. So I'm gonna get this again. And actually, she didn't hit him that time multiple times like I said earlier. So anyways, I'm just gonna do it again since this is easier for y'all, because y'all don't have to wait for this to process. So I'll oops, I got a negative prompt. Oh, and your negative prompt does not go in here. Okay, so I'm not going to save this one. It's not really great, but so I'll run it again. Oops, almost clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Wow, that's a lot like watching water boil, right? So like each time I pause it, I just have to sit here for about 6 minutes to wait for this blue outline to show up while it's saving the video. Okay, so it really didn't make him in his 20s. So that's more like, I mean, I don't know, maybe in the 1950s, that's what someone in their 20s looked like.
Have you seen SpeedyFoxAI?
Yeah, I have seen it. I have seen better.
SpeedyFoxAI is the best ever made!
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. I mean, it has some flaws.
Have you seen SpeedyFoxAI?
It has some flaws, but it's still funny. So some of the ones that I uploaded, they had a little mishaps, or little, like the smoke coming from nowhere. I mean, it has a little few things. This is probably a tricky little clip for it to do, but that's pretty much how I do it. And then like if I want to, like, obviously it didn't take the 20-year-old man up here, approaches man in his 20s, slumped at the bar. And see, like, this is one thing I like about how it does it, is it puts in those details, like slumped at the bar, her eyes sparkling as she leans in enthusiastically. And I mean, that would be hard for me just to, you know, come up with. But since I built it like this, it's really, really handy. But there was one, so that's pretty much how I do it. And I just come up with an idea, and I type my idea in here as detailed as I could possibly think of it. And then it spits it out in the format that I just need to drop it in here. Then I wait 6 minutes a shot. But like I said, normally I'm not sitting here in front of it watching. Normally I'll be multitasking, and I'll just check it out after it renders. And then I just, if I don't like it, or I want to change something, or sometimes I'll think, like, one thing I do is I'll say fade in from black and fade out to black. That way, you know, it's kind of a smoother in and out. But there was one thing else that I wanted to kind of do is one thing that I do is I make my thumbnail for my video. So this is really for all my videos. This is kind of how I do it. I just, you know, type into Grok to give me an image. So I just create, you know, provide me an image for my YouTube video, 720p, because that's the max you can do it for a video thumbnail. Cyberpunk city background, with neon colors, because everybody likes that, right? And then I just run that, and so then it'll give me a couple images, and usually the first two it kicks out are pretty okay. So like, I like that one. Well, that's a tough one. Okay, well, okay, well, I guess I'll use, oh man, these two are kind of, I think this one I can see it a little better as a thumbnail, but this one I like the clarity. But I guess I'll use this one. But that's pretty much the video. Like I said, there's not a lot to it. And if you do want to see my YouTube video about how I created this prompt for LTX-2, it's named The Perfect Prompt. So it's in my YouTube library. So thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe.